There was a period on YouTube where one creator dominated the commentary scene so completely that it felt like the platform revolved around him. His name was LeafyIsHere, and for a while, he wasn't just popular, he was a phenomenon. Millions of viewers waited for his uploads. Inside jokes from his channel turned into platform-wide memes, and being mentioned in one of his videos could change the trajectory of a creator's entire online presence. But today, Leafy has almost no footprint online at all. Not because he quit, not because he lost interest, but because almost every major platform removed him entirely. Newer YouTube viewers often don't even know who he is. The rise and disappearance of Leafy is one of the most dramatic YouTube stories ever. And when you look back, the reasons things ended the way they did become surprisingly clear. Leafy, whose real name is Calvin Vale, began his YouTube journey in 2011 at just 16 years old. What's interesting is that his original goal wasn't to become one of YouTube's biggest commentators. His focus at the time was building a successful Minecraft server business. His earliest videos were simple Minecraft gameplay clips, uploaded mainly to promote his server. But this wasn't just a teenager playing around on the internet. His server ended up generating over 6 figures in revenue through in-game purchases, an impressive amount for someone still in high school. However, running a Minecraft server during that era came with constant competition, disputes, and behind-the-scenes drama. It became overwhelming, and Leafy eventually stepped away from the server entirely to focus full-time on YouTube. That decision ended up changing everything. By 2015, Leafy pivoted away from gaming content and started making commentary videos. His format was simple: record gameplay, react to online content, narrate over it with fast-paced, sarcastic humor, and upload. That formula wasn't new, but the way he delivered it was different. His tone was confident, cynical, and brutally direct. And whether viewers thought it was funny or too harsh, one thing was undeniable: it was entertaining. Leafy's channel exploded. In just 1 year, he jumped from around 100,000 subscribers to nearly 5 million, becoming one of the fastest growing channels in YouTube history. At his peak, it felt like every commentary channel either wanted to be Leafy or wanted to talk about him. But the same content that made him a star also planted the seeds for his downfall. Leafy's commentary often targeted individuals in a way that encouraged massive audience attention, and not always the positive kind. Many of the people he covered were small creators who weren't prepared for a sudden flood of criticism and attention from millions of viewers. Some viewers treated the content like harmless entertainment, but the impact on the creators involved was very real. One of the earliest major controversies centered around a creator named Mr. Black Darkness 666, also known as Vlad.
This is where I live. I live up there, where you can see the grapes. Yeah, I know it's a dump, and I hate it here.
Dude, the eyeshadow with the long dyed hair straightened out, the contacts. It takes this mother probably like 40 minutes to get dressed. And look, don't get me wrong, you can wear whatever you want. You can walk outside with a pancake on your head as a hat. You can do whatever you want. But I'm gonna be real with you, dude. I'm gonna give you the hard truth. You look ridiculous, dude.
Minded and discriminating this town really is, okay?
What is this guy talking like a anime character? He's like, I'm gonna show you how shitty this town is. Okay? Alright, let's go. Pikachu, lead the way.
Vlad was a small YouTuber with a gothic-style channel who posted personal vlogs and expressive, dramatic content. Leafy reacted to one of his videos, joking about his appearance, his style, and the tone of his content, but what Leafy likely saw as just another commentary video quickly turned into something much bigger. After the video blew up, thousands of new viewers flocked to Vlad's channel, many leaving negative comments or mocking him. Vlad made an emotional response, visibly frustrated and upset at the sudden wave of unwanted attention. He posted increasingly distressed videos, and instead of the situation calming down, the back and forth escalated. At one point, Vlad even filmed a ritual video dramatically wishing misfortune on Leafy, which only turned the situation into more of a spectacle. For many viewers, Vlad's dramatic response overshadowed the seriousness of what was happening. The entire situation became entertainment. Leafy didn't receive much backlash at the time, and instead, the drama boosted his channel. To his audience, it was another amusing internet moment, but behind the scenes, it showed a pattern that would later become impossible for viewers to ignore. The people Leafy covered were often deeply affected and sometimes emotionally overwhelmed by the sudden attention. That pattern became clearer in what would become one of the most defining controversies in Leafy's career, his video about Tommy NC 2010.
Subscribe, support, stay positive.
Play that one more time, please. Just one more time.
Subscribe, support, stay positive. Do you know?
I'm sorry. Oh my god.
Tommy was a motivational YouTuber on the autism spectrum who made positive, uplifting content. He uploaded videos encouraging kindness, confidence, and helping others, the complete opposite of the usual subjects Leafy reacted to. Leafy's reaction video mocked some aspects of Tommy's behavior, and many viewers, not knowing Tommy's background, flooded his channel with negative comments. Tommy ended up making an emotional response video where he expressed how deeply the sudden negativity had affected him. It was clear that this wasn't just another casual internet moment, it hurt someone who genuinely meant well. The Tommy NC 2010 incident shifted the public perception of Leafy. Creators and viewers who previously saw his content as edgy humor started to question whether it was crossing into unnecessary cruelty. People debated whether Leafy had gone too far, and discussion about the responsibility of commentary channels grew louder. Leafy did post an apology, but many felt the apology didn't fully address the core issue, that targeting smaller, vulnerable creators created real harm. While this controversy didn't destroy his channel, it marked the moment when the community's unconditional support for him truly began to fade. Then came the turning point that changed Leafy's reputation permanently. On September 12, 2016, popular creator iDubbbz released a Content Cop video about Leafy. The Content Cop series was known for dissecting creators' content and behaviors in a structured, highly researched, and often satirical way. And the episode on Leafy was no exception. iDubbbz pointed out what he saw as hypocrisy, inconsistencies, and flaws in Leafy's approach. He highlighted how Leafy often shielded his harsh commentary with disclaimers to avoid responsibility, and how Leafy shifted opinions depending on what was popular or beneficial for him at the time. He even called out the sudden change in Leafy's attitude toward Keemstar after the Content Cop on Keemstar was released, showing clips of Leafy previously praising Keemstar and later acting as if Keemstar had always been a problem. The Content Cop didn't just criticize Leafy, it reframed his entire online persona. It was the first time a large portion of the YouTube community saw Leafy not as the confident commentator, but as someone who couldn't own his actions when the attention turned against him. Within days, the momentum shifted. Creators who once collaborated with or supported Leafy distanced themselves. Many viewers who once ignored criticism of Leafy now saw the issues more clearly. The video spread far beyond the commentary community and ultimately reshaped how people viewed Leafy's content. For the first time, Leafy wasn't the one directing the narrative. He was at the center of it, and he wasn't in control. Around this time, YouTube was also updating its guidelines to take harassment and bullying more seriously. Leafy's commentary style, which had thrived in the previous era, was now at odds with the direction the platform was moving. He continued posting for about another year, but the landscape was changing. It became more difficult to make the same style of content without risking consequences. Eventually, in late 2017, Leafy disappeared from YouTube entirely. Many assumed he had quietly retired or moved on with his life, and for a while, it seemed like his story had reached its natural end. But in 2020, Leafy made a sudden and unexpected return, and it wasn't a subtle one. He began uploading commentary videos again, quickly gaining traction and bringing back a sense of nostalgia for longtime fans. His timing was perfect as drama within the commentary community was once again at the forefront. For a moment, it looked like Leafy was about to reclaim his spot. This time, Leafy focused on larger creators, avoiding the criticism of punching down that followed him previously. His audience was excited. YouTube was talking about him again, and his comeback videos were pulling for strong numbers. But the momentum quickly shifted after he uploaded multiple videos about Pokimane. While some viewers agreed with parts of his commentary, others felt the series was excessive and unnecessarily focused on one person. And unlike the YouTube of 2016, the platform in 2020 had clear policies against repeated, targeted content toward individuals. Without public warning strikes, YouTube permanently removed his channel in August 2020 for repeated harassment policy violations. The sudden termination shocked the community. Even creators who disagreed with Leafy's content expressed concern, because the lack of visible warnings made the ban feel abrupt. If a channel with millions of subscribers could be removed instantly, it raised questions about how safe anyone's channel really was. Leafy then moved to Twitch to continue his comeback, but the results were the same. Twitch banned his account shortly after for violating the platform's conduct rules. Backup YouTube channels were removed, and various social media accounts faced similar outcomes. Over time, nearly every route back into mainstream platforms closed for him. He attempted several returns through alternative sites, including Storyfire and eventually Rumble, where he gained a notable following. But his online presence gradually faded, and eventually he once again disappeared from the internet. Leafy's story is a rare example of a creator who reached the top of YouTube, left, returned, and still couldn't rebuild what he once had. The truth is that the internet changed, and he did not change with it. While some creators evolved to match the platform and audience expectations, Leafy chose to stick with his original style. And eventually, the platforms made the decision for him. Could Leafy make another return someday? Absolutely. The internet loves a comeback story, but whether that return would succeed is a different question. YouTube and other major platforms have made it clear that his previous style of commentary isn't welcome. If he did return, he would need to reinvent his approach, something he has historically shown little interest in doing. At his peak, Leafy had one of the simplest and most effective formats on YouTube. Talk over gameplay, upload consistently, and collect millions of views. The formula worked perfectly until it didn't. His story is a reminder that no creator, no matter how popular, is guaranteed longevity. The audience may love you today, but platforms evolve, viewers mature, and content standards shift. And if you don't adapt, the platform can move on without you. For Leafy, holding on to that old era cost him everything he built.